Today we'll discuss about introduction to number systems. So the basic number system we use for our everyday life, this is called the decimal number system. In decimal number systems, there are 10 symbols that are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. We use those symbols to make the numbers in decimal number systems. So if we want to produce some numbers in decimal number system, for example, we get 3 digits for this, and if we want to increment this number by 1, we can increment this right side digit by 1. We will increment this by 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, 9, and at the end when we will increment this number, we cannot increment 9, because 9 is the most significant symbol digits of decimal number system, so we cannot increment this 9. If we want to increment after this number, we have to reset the 9 into 0, because 9 is the most biggest or largest basic digit in decimal number system. So when we come to the most largest digit of that number system, we will reset that number to 0, and we will add 1 to the left position of that digit. So we reset 9 to 0, and we will add 1 to the left position of that digit. We will add 1 in the position of 0. So in this way, when we have 0, 9, 9, when we have 0, 9, 9, and we want to increment this number by 1, we have to increment this from the right digit, right side digit, because it has the most weight among the digits, and it has less weight from this digit, and this digit has the least weight of the 3 digits. So which digit has the most weight, it changes frequently, and this changes less than this digit, and this digit changes less than the rest of the digits. So if we increment this number by 1, we cannot increment this 9, because 9 is the most largest basic digit of decimal number system. So 9 will be reset to 0, and we will add 1 to the left digit. But here is also the 9 digit. We cannot increment 9. We do not have any digit after 9, so this digit will also reset to 0, and we will add 1 in the left position of that digit. So we will add 1 in this position, and this will be 1. So in this way we can get 100 after 99. So I think you have got the idea. So for example, if we have 0, 1, 9, and if we want to add some increment 1 in this number, we have to increment the most weighted number. We have to start incrementing which digit has the most weight. So this digit has the most weight, this has the least weight, and this has the least weight. So we will try to increment this 9, but 9 is the most most largest digit of decimal number system. So we have to reset this 9 to 0, and we will add 1 in the left side of that digit, left side position. So we can add 1 with this 1, it will be 2. So we have added 1 and this 0 will be unchanged. So in this way we can get 20 after 19 in the decimal number system. Now let's discuss about binary number system. In binary number system we have only two digits, 0 and 1. In the decimal number system we had 10 digits, 0 to 9, but in binary number system we have only 2 digits to count or make the numbers in this number system. So for example, when we have 0 0 0, we want to increment 1, and we can increment this 0 to by 1, and then in the next number we cannot increment this 1 because this is the most largest digit in this number system. So we in the decimal number system, when we have 0 9, we had to reset this number to 0 because this was the most largest number, largest digit in decimal number system, and 1 is the most largest digit in binary number system. So when we have the most largest digit and we cannot increment that digit by 1, so for that situation we have to increment this most largest digit to 0, and we will add 1 to the left position of that digit. So we have to add 1 in the decimal number system in this way. And in binary number system, when we have 0 1 and we want to increment this number by 1, we have to reset this 1 to 0 because this 1 is the most largest digit in the binary number system, and then we have to increment 1 or add 1 in the left position of that digit. So we have to add 1 in the left position. So this is how we can increment in binary number system. The 10 is not 10 in the decimal number system, it is equivalent to 2 in the decimal number system. So after getting the 1010, we can increment this 0 by 1. This is the next number of that number in the binary number system. And when we want to increment this 1 by 1, this 1 cannot be incremented because this 1 here there is no any digit after 1 in binary number system. So we can it is the most largest digit of binary number system. So we have to reset this number to 0, and we have to add 1 to the left position of that digit. So in this position we also cannot add any we cannot increment because this 1 is also the most largest digit in binary number system. So we have to again reset that 1 into 0, and we will add 1 in the left position of that digit. So we have reset this 1 into 0, and we have 1 in the left position of that digit, so we can increment 0 to 1. So in this way we can get the next number of 0 1 and 0 or 1 0 0. So then if we want to increment 1 to this number, we can increment the 0 by to 1 because we can increment this 0 to 1 because binary number system has 0 and 1. and 1 is after the 0, so we can increment that, and the left digits will be unsensed because we have successfully added or incremented 1 in this number. So this is the result. And if we want to increment this number by 1, we have to add 1 to this number, but the 1 is the most largest digit of binary number system, so we cannot add or increment 1 in this digit, so we have to reset this 1 to 0, and we will add 1 to the left position of that number. So we can increment this 0 by 1. We will increment 1 in this position, the left position of this 1, because this 1 is reset into 0, and this 0 will be 1, and this 0 has been 1, and we have successfully incremented 1, and this 1 will be unsensed in the next number. And if we want to increment this number by 1, we can increment this 0 by 1, and the left position digits will be unsensed. So in this way we can increment binary numbers by following the rules of binary number system. So I think you have got the idea, and we will discuss about more number systems, octal, hexadecimal, in the future videos. So thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, share and subscribe.